What is up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys had an awesome week since the last time that I saw you. I see some of you guys are funneling into the chat just for direction purposes. The camera's right here and the chat is over here. So if you guys see me looking over here, that's what I'm looking at. What is up? I see all of you guys starting to pile in. Hold on, I'm going to put the chat on the screen. What is up, guys? Oh my gosh, I got to hit them with the ginger ale today. I know it's looking very green over here. Very green. How are you guys doing? Yes. Had to hit him with the turban and the lashes today. What's good, OTW? What's good, everybody? Let's see who we got in the chat today. We got Trayel. Ooh, that's a very pretty name. Amuchi, the OG. We got D in here. Small Feet, Big Heat. We got Kennedy, Black Cat, Adri's World. Marissa. Y'all got some really cute names. Oh my goodness. Sue Lee. Hello. Aisha, Nat, Kiki. What is up, y'all? I hope y'all are having an awesome start to your day. If your day has not already started, or if you're like me and you just ran a whole bunch of errands, like your day has already began. Shout out to all of my people at work right now. If you're working out, shout out to all of my students, all of my summer students. Today is my last class for 3 classes, ending my summer term today, so I'm super excited about that. Unfortunately, I'm hopping right into fall because the girl's trying to graduate. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. A girl needs her coin. But yeah, shout out to all of y'all. Speaking of coin, thank you so much, Tiara, for the donation. She said working out, stop by to show love and appreciation. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I forgot about the workout girls. Shout out to all my girls working out. And if you're listening to me while working out, let me turn some background music on so it's not so bland. So as you guys can see, today's story is the main event is about a guy talking his way out of some biscuit. Now, I usually do the title story last, but I think I might do it first. I don't know. Should I do it first today? No, I'm gonna do it last. I'm gonna do it last. I'm gonna make y'all stick around for the title story. But I'm just gonna hop right into it today. I'm in a really good mood. I don't want to ramble too much. And yeah. Oh, shout out to Megra. She says she has an interview for being an art teacher. Oh my gosh, congrats. Shout out to anybody out there getting their grind on their interview vibes. I know it's pretty hard right now. A lot of people are hiring. The unemployment just got turned off, child. So I know a lot of people trying to get that job. I do not blame you. But yes, the title story is talking your way out of some biscuit. We've talked about this before on other streams, how it's so easy for dudes. Like, we will have all the intent in the world, in the universe, to give a guy some play, and then they just ruin it. Like, you ruining it. Just ruined it. Like, why are you doing? Like, there will be nice skin, good game, and then they just do something, ruin it. So I'm pretty sure we have all been there, even if it's vice versa. If maybe you liked a girl and then she just did some weird ish and you're just like, okay, sis, maybe me and you were not meant to be. Like, what? But yeah, y'all, we're gonna hold off on that and we're gonna get into the first story. Oh, and shout out to anybody from the app. My bad. I kind of sent y'all out a notification a little bit late today, but my bad. But let's get into this. This first story, we have 6 different stories today. One of them is really short, so I just added in like a little extra one. Y'all know 6 is my lucky number, so just decided to throw that in there for ya. And this person, I do see them in the chat a lot. I love your name so much, but I'm gonna keep you anonymous. But I love your name. You have like one of my favorite names that I always see in the chat. But yeah, I'm gonna get into it. I don't know if you want me to keep you anonymous or not, so I'm gonna be good. So the title of this is "The Old Chef Tried It." Okay. So hey, Nadja girl, I just want to say that I love you and your whole channel. Tell Spodie and Daniel I said hey. Well, Spodie over here sleep, but and Daniel, I'm pretty sure Daniel was gonna see this. He'll say hey to you. You said, I'm going to just call you Q. You said you can call me Q. I'm 18 years old. I am a Capricorn. Shout out to all of the Capricorns in the chat. Make sure you drop your sign if I call it. Shout out to all the Capricorns. This is a story about how a weird chef from my old job tried it. I was 17 at this time, by the way. Y'all, if any of you guys work with like young black girls and you see these older men or somebody trying to like, please step in and help them, because it's so unfortunate that it's always these old nasty behind, never wash they behind in a day. Y'all seen the thumbnail. Always be trying to freaking be predatory towards these little girls. So if you work in an environment where it also has like younger people working, please look out for them, because these dudes here are nasty. So the end of summer 2020, one of my acquaintances had let me know that this Jamaican restaurant was hiring, and since the shop was right down the street from me, I thought, why not? Because I was looking for a job but I wasn't necessarily looking for something in the food industry, because I hate it and people are annoying, and I genuinely hate people in my face all day. Girl, if you don't like the food business, out of all places, I would not go work at no Jamaican restaurant, no Haitian restaurant, no Puerto Rican, like no mom and pop ass restaurant, because they are going to be cutting corners and you really gonna hate the restaurant business. You would be in so much more luck going to like a Red Lobster or an Applebee's or something. Trust me, because at least then when the nasty old chef says something to you, you can get HR involved. We can get a nice little check. We can go get cute and you get what I'm saying? But with this, it could get weird. Let me know if any of y'all like know what I'm talking about. If you ever been in a situation. I worked for a family-owned business before, and look, y'all saw my story times. They were withholding money from me, taking my tips, all types of stuff. Manager smashing my coworkers who were also barely legal. Like, it happens, and then you can't have any type of HR involved because there is no HR. So I'm telling y'all, if y'all don't like the restaurant industry, I don't know why. Don't go into no mom and pop stuff, because you think it'll be easier. Trust me. They said working there was a doozy. I was always sexually harassed by customers. Nadja, I mean like 50-plus-year-old men trying to hold conversations with me. And one man had even brought me snacks and gave me his number. What type of nasty, like, you are grown, sir. Sir, you're grown giving candy to children. Let's be real. That's what you're doing. You're giving candy to children. Okay. So here's the thing. Normally, I could just get away with fake smile and trying to walk away, because I know me. I am very blunt, and being blunt comes off as disrespect. And even though I didn't want the job, I did want a car and money. I feel you, girl. But this just wasn't the time that I could smile in his face and kill it with kindness. I completely freaked out because the store was full and he just brought me snacks. Like, sir, get out of here. What are you doing? So I wrote down what I thought was my old number, but my heart was racing so fast because I was genuinely scared. And it turns out I wrote my real number. No, oh my God. But I took his note and his number and sent it to my boyfriend and blocked the number because I ain't want no parts. But that's not even the point of the story. I just wanted to give you an idea of the creepy behind old man that would come in. So anyway, there's this old chef named Rashy. What? Yes, I will say his name because he is a dirty ass old clump of dirt, and I hope he chokes. This man's name is Rashy, like Rashad, but Rash, like Rashy. Why would you do that? Who is his mother? Who is his mother? Jesus. Somebody get him. I'm sorry. I was just reading y'all experiences. I'm seeing y'all in the chat are talking about how your experiences with working with certain mom and pop shops. And yeah, it's true, because like even if something bad goes down, they're going to team up and be on their family side. They're not going to be on your side. Like, that's why you need that middleman in that HR. Like, Rashy. So in the beginning of me working, he was always nice to me, and I didn't really find it weird just because he was old. He saw me like a great grandchild and was being nice. But progressively, he started making advances, like hugging me or saying things like, I'm going to take you out for Christmas. I'll be like, oh, really? And keep it pushing, because first of all, F your age, sir. You take public transport. Take me where? To the bus stop? Second of all, you old as hell. We in a whole panoramic. You can't go anywhere because if you catch that shit, it's over. You're going to hell, ma'am. You are going to the bad place. Oh my God. So months are going by and he's still doing weirdo stuff, but I'm ignoring it because I don't want to take it to my boss and her tell me that I'm overreacting and it cost me my job because I was right there to get my car. And I did. My car's name is DeQuavius Vontavious. Girl, my car's name is Betsy. I just put some new tires on Betsy, girl. Yes, talk about DeQuavius Vontavious. What kind of car you got? That sounds like a Nissan Altima right there. DeQuavius Vontavious. Shout out to all my Nissan driving girls out there. As long as he didn't touch me or any of the customers, I was okay. Talking about Rashy, girl. Rashy. Child. Until the first week of January. So this day, I'm working my normal 3 to 10 shift. Damn, they gave you hours, girl. They gave you a 7-hour shift. That's good. You working full time at that bitch. And he offers me alcohol. Wait, whoa. Hold on, Holiday. Hold on. He offered you alcohol. Okay. Shout out to Sienna. I'm sorry, that just caught me off guard because I'm like, isn't she a teenager? Anyway. Shout out to Sienna for the super chat. She says, imagine being a whole streaming service and third-party services notify your talents consumers better than you do. That's Ashanti live vocal sad. I didn't even know that Ashanti did anything. I'm bad with stuff like that. I've been so freaking swamped. I didn't even know. Am I missing something? Am I having a slow moment? I didn't even know, Sienna. I didn't even know that. I did not know that. I didn't go to Uvajaver. But thank you so much for the super chat. I like Ashanti, so I don't know why I didn't hear about it. But, yeah, y'all, do not give alcohol to minors. Don't give tobacco or anything like that to minors. Just try not to stay out of jail. Just try to stay out of jail, girl. But she said, so look, I accept the alcohol. I mean, she's a teenager. Why would she not accept alcohol? He needs to be the responsible person and not offer her alcohol. He's the adult, okay? So I take it, but I'm not irresponsible to the point where I'm gonna drink on the job. So once he pours it and I put it in the fridge and I just keep working. I used to do that all the time too. Like when I wasn't old enough to drink and people would try to like get me messed up and like try to give me shit, I would just duck the drink off into like a fridge or like in my water bottle or something, and then I'll just tend to it later. If I don't want to drink right now, I don't gotta drink right now, but I'll take the drink. Like, what? You said, I'm mad you hit that bitch at the job, though. You were like, look, about to keep it at the job in the fridge. So I'm working, and his friend Mackie comes to the front where I am and asks if I had a drink. And I told them, no, I'm going to save it till I get home. And they started to insist that I just take a sip. I think the F not, you trick ass bitch. Red flag, because why are you trying to force me to drink? So I was like, no, because I have to drive, and I'm not driving home with alk in my system. So they gave up, and soon I went on break. Now, there's no break room for real. There's just a crowded back area where the chef and the dishwasher do their thing, you know. And there was a basement with 2 rooms. It wasn't a dingy basement, so normally I would just take whatever I decided to eat downstairs. Girl, I'm getting nervous. Why are you going to the basement? I'm getting scared. Hold on. So I'm sitting down on my phone, and guess who brings his Oh my God, you are so funny. She said, I'm down here on my phone, and guess who brings their expired ass down here? Rashy. So he looks at me, and the way he looks at me, Nadja, I swear to God, I was already disturbed, but he looked at me like he was preying on me. And before I continue, I want to say that nothing escalated to where I was violent. Okay, thank God, because I'm over here getting scared. I'm getting anxious. I was about to say, girl, run. Do not go to the basement, please. So I just want to make that clear in case anyone else listening might have thought that it may have triggered them. But he walks towards me and hugs me and rubs his face on my shoulder. And the deep freezer was pretty high up, so I was eye to eye with this man. So I'm just sitting there damn near shaking because I'm in the basement and there's only men on this shift with me. And he said, oh, Lord. He said, you know I love you, right? I would have seen white. I would have had to flash on him. I would have been so triggered. Like, I would have been, my brain would have took me somewhere, girl. I would have, oh my Lord. But I could only imagine being a teenager being so freaking scared. Like, sir. This is gross. So I try to laugh it off like, yeah, okay. Because even though he's old, every inch of my body was thinking to just curse him out. Because the energy that he's exuding is disgusting and it's weird, and I know what he's thinking. I know that the other men in this building may choose to pick his side, and who's to say they won't try to do something to me? So he starts, no, not rubbing on your leg. Oh my gosh. So I'm just leaning away from him. I just want to get as far out. I want him to get as far out of my face. Because, sir, who's to say I won't give you one swift punch to the neck? Oh, God, you should have punched him in the neck. You should have just poked him in the eyes. So he's taking me up. He's talking me up, trying to chat me up, being flirty. And I just keep saying, okay, okay. Just trying to be really blunt, trying to be very standoffish. And then he goes, well, how much more do you need for your car? This is the gag for me. If I work in the same building as you, if I work at the same job as you, and we're not working in no corporate America, none of that. We're working at the mom and pop. How much more money do you have than I do to where you could pay for the car? And then, ain't nothing in the world free. What do you want for this car? Like, sir, bye. Bye. I told him I didn't need squat. And he asked me, well, who's paying for your college? And I told him I'm taking out a loan like everyone else. He then keeps complimenting me and goes, make sure you don't gain it. Oh my God, I hate old men so much. I hate old men with a freaking passion. He says, make sure you don't gain any weight because I like you exactly the way you are. Sir, it's called being a teenager and not developing yet. It means so basically you like little girls. You're disgusting. You need to be in jail. She's 18, like she's not even grown into, she still looks the same way she did in high school. What are you talking about, bro? Shout out to Sienna for the super chat. Thank you again, sis. She says, I would have asked, so you want to love the knife, pepper spray, or my dad and brother's hands and feet? Y'all stay safe. No, for real, because I would have had to call up, even if I had a friend, like even if I don't got my dad or if my brother's, like, I would have had to call some type of male figure to come up there and fight. But then again, there is the family too, so it's gonna be a brawl. It's gonna be like a family brawl. So if I was you, I would probably like try to record them doing some stuff and then bring it to the police and make a report, because that don't make no damn sense how he's able to get away with all of this. This is too much. And even though nothing like sexual happened, boundaries have been crossed, lines have been crossed. This is not okay. And what he did to you was not okay. Like, this is still not okay. So I want anybody watching, if this has ever happened to you, bro, it's not okay. So don't try to rationalize in your head like, oh, well, he didn't really do that, or he didn't. Nah, bro. Regardless if it's a man, woman, whatever. If they're touching on you and you don't want them touching on you, that's not okay. It's not okay. It's not good. No, ma'am. No, sir. So, this threw me off, him talking about my weight. Like, you're being so bold at such an old age to a minor. You are weird. You are a predator. They kill people like you in jail, period. Eventually after After I kept cutting my answers short, I'm not smiling anymore. And through my eye contact, I know I'm coming off as cold. And I know what you're trying to do. Don't try me. Because if he tried to touch anything other than my thigh, or if he tried to kiss me or something, I promise you, I would have whooped his ass. Because I'm not going to allow you to try to butter me up with all these I love yous and trying to give me money. Ew. And talking about me turning me out. Oh my God, what the fuck? As if I don't know what grooming is. Because I can assure you, my hands do work, and they sure as hell don't discriminate. Old, young, white, black, homeless, with a home, anything. Like, everybody can get it. Anyways, when I got home, I called my boss and let her know I'm just going to have to go. And I told her what happened, and he kept apologizing. And he told me that she would have a conversation with him because that's not okay. And then her husband also called me to hear what happened from me, because apparently he also wanted to have a talk with him. But he still was able to keep his job. Yeah, because that's his family. That's his family. They weren't going to fire him to keep you. You had already quit. So now it's just more so like a lecture at this point. Like, they not about to do shit. And they probably going to hire another girl to replace you. But hopefully by you saying that, they won't. Because it seems to me the owners, you said this a husband and a wife, seems to me like they're not there. Seems to me like it's just a whole bunch of men running shop and you're there. So I hope, even though they didn't fire him, I hope that they take what you said and don't hire another girl there, period. I don't care if they're a teenager. I don't care if they're 25. I don't care if they're 35. Like, that just doesn't seem like a safe environment for a woman that is not related to these people, because it seems like they're about to just brush this under the rug. I wrote this just as a reminder to the tribe, especially younger members of the tribe, that some older guy making advances on you is not okay. It is not normal. And if some man offers you something, do not accept it, because most of these men will expect something back, period. And if the day ever happens, which I hope it doesn't, tell someone immediately like I did. Don't wait till something worse happens. That's the end, though. I'm currently working at the Home Depot. Yes, ma'am. And living for the pay and these good-ass hours and benefits. I know that's right, with a good old HR system. I'm also going to attach some photos of me. You ain't attaching no pictures, but I see you in your little Abby pic. You have a nice little puff. But yeah, y'all. Listen to her advice. Like, please tell right away, because they are right. If the more that it goes under the radar, like, there isn't much that the company can do. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mecca. Yes, please go ahead and like this stream if y'all like this stream. That was only story number 1, so we're still up in here. Thank you so much, Afni. But yes, make sure you guys report that, like, right when it happens. Even if nothing sexual happened, you still need to let somebody know, because that's bad. And I do agree with Ollie. I wouldn't even let girl relatives work there. Like, that's pretty bad. Like, that's some predatory shit. To the point. And then even to the point where the husband, the male owner, still had to call you because he didn't even believe what the fuck his wife said. Like, that rings alarm bells too. That's gross. Shout out to anybody that just made it in here. I see some of y'all are starting to funnel in. We have about like 5 more stories, so it's still early. But Adriana says, yep, old dude sounds like a predator and dangerous to any woman, pretty much. Doll says, evidence, evidence, evidence. Help, yes, please record stuff if you can. Like, if you report it and you're not in her type of situation where you could afford to leave, if you can't afford to leave your job, make a case, get some evidence, and then report it, you know? Let's see. Mermaid says, man, sis needs justice. I'm glad nothing escalated. Me too. Like, that just makes me feel so bad, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. If y'all work in a place that's male dominated and you see like a young girl, regardless of race or whatever, like, please look out for her, because it's too much. Jalen says, I think most girls, especially black girls, don't say anything because we're always shamed or called fast. Exactly. Like, so just try to be an advocate for any young person that you see at the job, because you never know. You never know. You never know. And nobody likes that old bitter bitch at the job either. Like, don't be her. Please don't be her. Innovative Creative says, I'm going to school to be a certified HR professional. Yes, ma'am. I'm seeing so many things that I don't agree with that are considered laws and rules. Yes, that is awesome. We need more good people in HR because unfortunately, HR is technically the side of the company, but I know that there are good people in there that are not about to shoot. I saw that with Ratchet Corp. If y'all want to go rewatch my old Story Times, my call center series, I had people in HR doing all types of shady stuff. It took one person to actually go by the book and give a fuck, and it took everything back to normal. Like, it only takes one person to notice and actually take it seriously, you know? It's crazy. It's crazy. Drock says she needs to go ahead and get her bag, sue. That's what I'm saying. Y'all just get y'all receipts so y'all can sue. Get your receipts up so you can sue. Let me know in the comments below. Drop a comment below if you've ever been in that type of situation and you want to give some advice to anybody that may be in that current predicament. If you're one of those people that have been in this situation, but you did not have the leeway to just quit and you had to finesse and try to like leave that advice in the comments also. It's more common than you think. People sue a lot for discrimination, malpractice, all that. You just got to keep your receipts. So we are about to move on to this next one. I'm just going to say a little trigger warning for this one. Trigger warning about like parental dynamics, family dynamics, abusive family dynamics, stuff like that. You guys know I will never say anything descriptive, but I just want to let you guys know, you know, this is going to be trigger warning about family dynamics because the title is called, Is This Abuse or Not? And I just want y'all to know, like, the majority of the time, if you have like that feeling, and the only way I can describe it is like that uh-oh feeling, that is your intuition. You are an animal at the end of the day. Human beings are animals and we feel certain things. And if you have to question it, it might be like, all I'm saying is take it into consideration. Don't let it be your final verdict, that gut feeling, but take it into consideration that you're even having these thoughts. Because if somebody was in a happy relationship, they would not be questioning whether that relationship be friends, romantic, family. They would not be questioning if it's abuse, you know? So, just saying. Unless they had that uh-oh feeling, you know? So, I just want to get that out there. But let's get into this. So, hey Nadja girl and tribe, you can call me Taylor. I am 18 years old and I love you and your tribe teas and everything you do in general. Well, thank you so much. I've been a sub for about 2 to 3 years. Damn. And I found you from your Storytime movie about the ex-best friend girl. Yes. Oh my God. That's the main one everybody always finds me about. But thank you for supporting. Oh my God, I just turned into Lois Griffin. Thank you for supporting me. No, thank you for supporting me for 2 to 3 years. Thank you. But I just turned into Lois Griffin. Anyway, all the love aside, I need some help / advice. I think I have an abusive father, or at least I do. I'm not sure. He is more so verbally and emotionally. Since my sister and I were younger, he would yell at us and show extreme anger for such trivial things. When I was younger, I wanted to form my own opinions on the world, but he didn't like that. My phone would constantly get taken away because I was in my room too much, when in reality, I would just be studying. I got 8 distinctions in my CXC exams. It's an exam in the Caribbean. Oh, okay, girl. Or I'd be chilling with friends. They'll get mad. I was always a good kid, but around him, I feel like I'm walking on eggshells. He also showed us so much violence by destroying our things. For example, my 13-year-old sister would keep her room messy, but she's 13. Like, instead of understanding, he came in her room and just destroyed all her stuff. Okay, girl. I mean, okay, Miss Dad. There was an empty bottle of Coca-Cola in her room, and he punished her for that. And he got an unopened can from the fridge and poured it on her head. No, okay, now we're crossing the line. Because at first, I was like, okay, I need some examples of the anger for the trivial things. Like, you yelling at a 13-year-old for having a messy room. Yes, 13-year-olds do have messy rooms. I remember getting yelled at for cleaning up my room. That's normal. Kids having, like, empty bottles of Coca-Cola. That's something you usually have to get kids out. You can't be leaving trash and stuff in the room. That's kind of normal to discipline that. But to have the response to see a Coca-Cola bottle empty, then go into the fridge and then pour it on your kid, that's humiliation. That's a completely different level. That's humiliation. And then the fact that this is your dad doing that to your sister, you know what that does developmentally to a young girl when their dad disrespects them like that? Child. So disrespectful. Kids deserve respect too. That's really what be getting parents messed up when their children realize that there is not an age limit to respect. You can't just disrespect your kids and then expect them to know how to have boundaries and how to treat themselves in the world. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're not preparing them for greatness. You're making them a doormat, essentially. So he expects us to forgive him after each anger outburst, but honestly, I just feel resentment towards him and almost hatred. I hate that for myself because he's my dad and he technically provides everything for me, and he constantly shoves it in my face that I have a roof over my head, food, clothes, but his behavior is ridiculous. And when he leaves the house, I feel like I can finally breathe. I can relate to that so much. That is exactly how I felt growing up. I loved when my mom would go to work. Like, I loved when I was by myself. I loved that little gap of time when, like, my mom and my brother were at work or school and I was home alone, or like when I got back off of school and I was home alone. I could definitely relate to that. But the whole I buy your clothes and your house and blah, blah, blah. That stuff he should already be doing as a parent, and that's not fair for him to throw that in your face. That's not your job. You did not ask to be here. You did not ask to be here, girl. He knew what he signed up for when he had a child, and those were some of the things. Providing food, shelter, clothes. Those are things he should be doing. So he needs to stop with that. You may be wondering, where's my mom in all this? Well, she is the person that gets the brunt of the confusion. He's constantly arguing with her so much that she'll just cry. Yet she tells us that we need to love him as a dad. My sister and I just wish she would divorce him so we could live separately. He says that he has control over our life. Oh, okay. T. And that will never get away. Oh, wow. He doesn't drink or smoke or anything. He just has anger issues and refuses to get help or admit it. My mom was even cheating on him. Oh, T. My mom was cheating on him for about a year. I guess she just could not take the BS anymore. She said, look, if you won't let me leave, I'm going to make you want to leave me because I can't do this no more. That's messed up. So that led to just more confusion and more fighting. And right now, my mental health is on a steady decline. Every little thing triggers him off. If he makes you feel like you're the problem, and he says it's all part of parenting. No, part of parenting is providing the clothes, providing the thing. Part of parenting is not putting your kids through emotional turmoil and treating them like, this is what I think is going on. I feel like parents like this just want to raise little clones of themselves. Like, they literally want to raise themselves, but like this weird mecha better version, not taking into accountability, or not taking into the fact of like, this is a brand new human being. Like, yes, there's parts of you and parts of you, but this is a brand new human being with its own thoughts, personality, experiences. They're not going to be just like you to the T. They're not going to, like, and then these are also the type of parents where they'll be in their 20s and 30s or whatever, and they don't come visit you. They don't come visit you. They don't take care of you when you're old. Child, and no shade to your mama, but like, girl, if you got the audacity to cheat, get the audacity to leave. Like, I'm pretty sure that was like her way of trying to leave by making him leave her. But all it did was just make him more angry and most likely lash out on you and your sister more. She should have just left. But my questions are, am I a bad person for hating my dad? How can I get me and my sister away from this situation? Is my dad really abusive, or is it not that big of a deal? And for the time being, how do I deal with a dad like this? So I'm going to put the chat on the screen, and then I'm also going to be answering your questions. So, am I a bad person for hating your dad? I don't think you hate your dad. I don't think you hate your dad. I feel like you guys are all in one space right now, and the dislike is just so much, and the agitation and the friction and the tenseness, it's building. But I don't think you hate him. I just think it's a really bad situation. You're 18 now? Yep, you're 18. You're about at that age where you are like, okay, I need to get out of here. I need to go. And usually people, like I told you, I could empathize with you. I've been there. People like us, we tend to leave the nest very early, very, very early. So I just feel like you're getting into that wave of like, okay, I'm an adult and I need to be respected like an adult. Like, it's getting to that point. So that's what I feel like that's come. I don't feel like you hate your dad. Because if you hated your dad, it would be so easy for you to just be so disrespectful, just be like, I'm telling you, the fact that you still carry yourself in this way in the house and in the role in the family, you don't hate your dad. And it's okay. You shouldn't want to hate anybody, you know? You said, how can I get me and my sister away from this situation? Unfortunately, that's your mom's job. That is not your job. Okay, here, okay, the chat's on the screen. Yeah, that is not your job. That's your mother's job to get your sister out of that mess. That's not your job. Unfortunately, that's not your job. Unfortunately, that's your mama's job. And your mama is more so like concerned about cheating and trying to get a reaction out of your daddy, when in reality, she need to be picking up and leaving. But I do agree, like what Jalen just said, keep your head down. I know this might sound so repetitive to y'all, but keep your head down, stack your bread, find odd jobs, go to the Home Depot, like homegirl in the last story. Go do little odd jobs around, and stack your bread up, because once you can do all those things that they throw in your face, i.e. take care of yourself, get clothes on your back, put a roof over your head. Once you could do that all by yourself and there is really nothing there, you're going to be able to see what's behind the anger. Because usually what I've learned coming of age, it's usually, the pressures of being a single parent. The pressure of working a graveyard to support 2 kids. Like, you start seeing stuff differently once you get out of the situation. But for right now, you need to keep your head down, work as hard as you can, and try to get out, okay? Your sister, unfortunately, that is your mom's responsibility. And your mom has to get her out of that situation. As long as nothing physical, she's not physically being harmed, she's not being starved, she's good. Like, unfortunately, you need to worry about yourself. You have to worry about yourself. And you could explain that to your sister, what's going on, and I'm sure she will understand, but you can't. That's not your child. There's no way. And they're not going to let you take her easily. Like, you can't it's way harder than you think to get guardianship of a sibling. Then you said, is my dad really abusive? No, he is. He's definitely emotionally abusive, very much so. And mentally, very much so. But yeah, for the time being, I think you should just keep your head low. Keep it low, girl. Keep it low. But yeah, let me read these chats real quick. Alptrom says, money's genuinely so transformative. I hate to say it because it's dumb. We rely on it so much, but money is genuinely so helpful. That's what I'm saying. Just leaving an abusive situation and you could genuinely get your own space. You could see it so much clearly. Aaliyah says, maybe tell someone you're close to. That helped for me. I also agree. I would actually try to reach out to other family members, like maybe like cousins or something like that. Somebody who you feel close with, who could relate. Just so you can have somewhere to go if it ever gets that bad. Y'all said this is in the Caribbean, though. That's why it's hard. No, that's why I said do some odd jobs. Like, do little things and just stack up. Yeah, they are not easy. Jobs are not easy to find. They're really not over there right now, especially with all of the chaos going on right now. Let's see. Jennifer says, honestly, sometimes you have to help yourself before you can effectively help anyone, right? Meet your goals and grow past it. Let me see. What else? Jay Sean Washington says, I was in the same situation in a way. Please follow her advice. Keep your head low and work hard, babe. You got this. I believe in you. No, for real. Because you don't want to cause friction. You don't want them to sabotage you. Like, trust me, you don't want that sabotage, because they will do it. Because sometimes those same parents be on some, well, you're really moving out? Oh my God, you're really doing it? Sabotage your ass. Like, I'm telling you. But if any of you guys have been in this situation, or any of my fellow Caribbean people, y'all have been in this situation, because even though my parents are, you know, I grew up in the States, I have that privilege. Have any of you guys ever went through something like that where you're trying to break the generational curse in your family, and it's just hard, bro. It's hard. It is really hard. Oh, you got some pictures. I didn't know you had some pictures. Oh my God, you look so pretty. Well, wherever you are, it looks gorgeous. Wherever you are, girl. Them houses over there are gorgeous. But yeah, if you guys have any advice, let her know in the comments below. Let her know in the comments below, because it's a lot, and I know a lot of y'all can relate. But let's get into this one. Aw, this one is short too. This title just caught my attention, and I was like, aw, man. I felt so bad. I was like, aw, wait, what is this? Is this a video? Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. So no, that's a screenshot that I just never sent. So this child tea is called "My Man Made Me Feel Unimportant." And I just read that and I was like, oh, like, what do you mean he made you feel unimportant? What did he do? It's like I wanted to beat him up. I was like, what did he do to you? No, I don't like that. Aw. Hold on, let's get into this. That just made me mad. I was like, aw, my baby. What? My baby? So, hey Nadja, I have been watching you for a while and I thought I should send you an entry. Please don't say my name because it's unique. Girl, your name is not unique in the black community, child. I know a lot of girls with your name. But I could see, I'm not gonna lie to you, I've never met a white girl with your name. Like, so yes, I will say it's pretty unique. But I know a few girls with your name. Like, I need to send you this meme when I'm done. Oh my God, hold on, I need to write myself a note. That'll cheer you up. Hold on. I'm gonna send you that when I'm done reading your story. It'll cheer you up. But anyway, she says, my boyfriend's name is Sebastian. His name's Common, so I'm gonna say his name's Sebastian. But we've been dating since July, and I have BPD, which is borderline personality, and I have bipolar depression. Damn, that's a lot. That's a lot, girl. So I just want an unbiased opinion. No, I feel you, because sometimes when you do have mood disorders, sometimes you really do need a second opinion. What my therapist taught me to do is think of every single scenario, because we're good at overthinking anyway, child. Think of every single scenario so that you could see that your scenario is most likely the most ridiculous. Like, maybe, okay, you got cut off in traffic. Maybe that lady was running to the hospital because she was giving birth to a baby. Or maybe that lady was running out of gas. Or maybe that lady had an emergency at her kid's school. Or, you know, you just got to think of different scenarios. So I feel you where you're like, girl, is it me? Or is it, you know? But anyway, she says, my family caught C19, damn, in November. I'm sorry to hear that. And my stepdad was in the hospital, and he was trying to have me come visit to his apartment, which I refused, because his grandfather and mom are staying with him right now, and they are super high risk. And he got upset with me for not wanting to risk his family because of him. Let me reread that. My stepdad was in the hospital, and he was trying to have me come to his apartment, but I told him no, because, and they're super hard. Okay, so basically what she's saying is her grandfather was in the hospital, but she's living with her boyfriend and his grandparents as well as his mom, and they're super high risk. So that's why she didn't go. So therefore, her grandfather got upset with her for not wanting to risk her boyfriend's family's safety and go see him. When I'm just like, sir, how entitled can you be? On some, oh, I got it, so we all gotta have it. No, sir. We need to keep masks on, hands washed. You need to be in the room, padlocked, because you got it trying to get mad. So then on his birthday, about a week later, it was his birthday. So due to not working, I couldn't get him anything. So I sent him some pics, some nudie nudes, and said happy birthday. And I told him I'll get him something when I have a steady job. He said, whatever, but I want to go to dinner tonight. And I couldn't because of having C19. Okay, so now you're talking about your boyfriend, just for clarification. So y'all don't think she over here sending nudie nudes to the grandpop. I hope she ain't sending no nudie nudes to the pop. Okay? But it was his birthday or whatever, her man birthday, and sent him some nudie nudes. And she said she don't got no money, but she's thinking of him. And he said it's okay. I want to go to dinner though, but I can't because I haven't C19. So he huffed and he was irritated. I'm confused. So who has it? Who has it? Does everybody have it? Because I'm confused. You hopping back from Pop and the boyfriend a lot. So you said the family has it, and your stepdad in the hospital. I'm confused, but I'm just trying to keep up, y'all. Are y'all good? Are y'all still here? Y'all awake? Make sure you hit that like button. You still here? Just a little cute, confused. So I'm assuming she's talking about the boyfriend. He was irritated. I have the freaking virus. So you have the virus too. So fast forward a few weeks later, at the end of December, his brother and his brother's wife invite me, him, my mom, and his nephew to a hotel for a late family Christmas. So I agreed so I wouldn't piss him off. Everything went okay except for when it was time for bed. I used the couch cushions to make a bed for my almost 2-year-old on the floor right next to the side I was sleeping on because she likes to roll a lot. And she woke up at around 4 a.m. and wanted to cuddle, and he got mad because he wanted to have the hanky-panky, which no, like your whole damn family is here. And then you in the living room on the sofa pallet with the baby. What is turning you on about this, sir? Strange. Like what? That's a lot. So then my daughter gets a rash, and I've used everything I can to get it to go away. And he suggests I need to research it. And a few doctors said baby shouldn't use some type of thing that she was trying to use on the baby rash to get the burn. You shouldn't use it on baby because it'll burn the baby. And babies have tested it and they got burnt. And he flipped on me saying, you never take any suggestions. You never listen to me. I tried to tell him I do research. And he said, no, you just listen to your mom and doctors. Now it's the day after my birthday. And I get this screenshot. And I didn't say anything about it. So what is the screenshot? Maybe that'll make more sense. Girl, I am so confused. I don't know what. I don't get what she said. He sent her a TikTok with a microwave on it. So I didn't say anything about it all day because I wanted to see if you would remember that it was actually my birthday. I just don't know. Okay, so he sent you a text with a TikTok instead of telling you happy birthday. So that's what that's about. Y'all need to reread these before you send them in because I feel like you were just like, oop, my bad. I feel like you had your damn, here it is. I feel like you just had your text to speech and you were just like, yeah, so this happened and that happened and this happened. Make sure that y'all reread y'all thing before you send it in so it can make sense to us when we're rereading it because I'm so confused. Like, I get the vibe that bro is being a little bit inconsiderate here and he's being a little bit cold on certain things, being a little bit selfish on others, but it's a little confusing. I'm not gonna lie. So, I didn't say anything at all because I wanted to see if you remember my birthday. I just don't know if I'm overthinking or what because I know it'll take him a bit to adjust being a stepdad and I'm a first-time single mom. So what do you think I should do? I'll put in a few pics of me and my kid and him. Girl, your baby is a baby still. Like, you just had this baby. No judgment. I'm just saying you just had this baby. If I were you, I would even, like, chill on dating right now. I would chill on dating right now. I get it. It's hard to find people that are accepting of people with children, especially young people like us. But it's like not worth it to have, like, to the point where like bro is suggesting stuff for your child that was a simple Google search to see that it burned babies. Like little things like that. Like, and then the whole not remembering the birthday thing. You said you've only been dating him since July. And so at this point, when you, yeah, girl, I would just chill on dating for a little bit and just focus on you and the baby. Your baby is pretty fresh, girl. Like, I would just chill. It seems like he talking about all you do is listening to your doctors and your mama, as you should. No, it is not the BS baby, by the way. It's not his child. There, I forgot, y'all can't see the screen. There is a child. There's a little cute little baby right here. There is a child involved. So that's why I'm trying to be very careful with what I say. But I'm lost in the sauce too. But just to summarize it, I feel like it's a little too early for you to even be doing the relationship thing right now. I would just focus on being a mom, especially because this is your first kid. I would just focus on being a mom right now, just enjoying all the little things that come with that, instead of having your emotions being tugged by this guy. Like, and I know you probably have your own like insecurities with being a mom, with having mental health stuff. So like, to lessen that, just leave guys like him out the picture. And he's probably not doing anything bad or like horrible, but it's just, you don't need that right now. You don't need that. You don't need that. Your baby is fresh. You need to just be a mom. You look really pretty in this last picture that you sent me. I really like your hair. But yeah, like, you just, I don't know. Sorry to this man. I was a little lost. I feel bad because with the information you gave me, I can't even build a good case for him. And last week I got called out for being a freaking man hater. So I just want to clarify, we don't hate man, girl. This story just did not give me enough to work with. But I just feel like you need to leave him, sis, because I don't know. It's just, it's too much. Danny says, yeah, I just keep a distance from him. Miss No Name says, he is doing the most. Just focus on the baby, right? Alp says, you don't need the stress, right? Kiki says, I think he is selfish. Yeah, especially with the whole C19 thing. You just have a baby. Like, you really can't be playing around like that. Like, and then the elderly people, like, in the family meet, like, come on now. Like, we all want to see each other and do certain things, but you got to be responsible. Trinia says, right, exactly. Take care of yourself and your baby. You will know when the right time is, right? You'll know when you're ready to start opening stuff up to other people. You will know. Illusion said he gonna get you in trouble, right? Over here talking about putting something on your baby. He's gonna give him a little burn. Like, poor baby. Let me know in the comments below. Any of my single moms out there, how did you gradually get into the dating thing? And when do you think it's too soon? Like, the same way if I see a dude and he talking about he just had a baby 4 months ago and you're dating, I'm like, what? Like, it's the same thing for girls too. I'd be like, girl, you need to chill. Sir, you need to chill. Shout out to JC Purell in the chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. They said, I love your videos and you are so pretty. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So we are about to get into this next story called, now, on a scale of 1 to 10, how wrong am I? I'm scared. Every time y'all send me stuff like this, remember what I said earlier, when you get that little intuition, that little uh-oh feeling, usually you're answering your own question, you know? We shall see. And I think I know who this person is, if I'm not mistaken. I think I do. I don't know. If I do, hey girl, hey. But they said, hey Nadja, if need be, call me Kay. I'm a Taurus sun, Aqua moon, Libra rising. Yes, fellow Aqua moon. What's good, sis? Shout out to all the Taurus, the Aquarius, and the Libras in the chat. Make sure you guys drop your zodiac sign. We have 320 people in here. Make sure you guys drop a like if you haven't already. I'd appreciate it. I'd appreciate it. Helps me get suggested in the world of YouTube. Or subscribe if you're not subscribed. Sometimes y'all be watching me and don't subscribe. Make sure you hit subscribe. So let's get into this. In college, I was friends with a variety of people. I try my best to support everyone. I was friends with a lot of gay people, mostly gay men, and had trans female friends, and let's call her Ashley. We all lived in the same apartment complex, so we hung out a lot. if it didn't take me long to start noticing things that they would do. They would spend so much time critiquing women from their clothes, hair, makeup, or even their bodies. And I hated that, and I would call them out for it. They would even try slick stuff with me and my girlfriends. So I have 4C hair, and I wear it out 24/7, and they love how long it is, but hate the texture, and they're always saying how if I got a texturizer, it would be... Okay, I'm going to just pause right here. Do we got background me? Oh, we do. Okay, let's pause this right here. I don't care if they gay, straight, trans, bi, or if you identify as a cantaloupe. If your pastime is bringing other people down, regardless, they're talking about you as well. And if their pastime is critiquing each other and making it seem like we're all cool and like, oh, that's just how we do. No, that's not cute. That's nice, nasty. No. No. No, ma'am. So they made it very known that they did not like my style. I like to wear dad jeans and a cute sweater. I just like being comfy. I would tell the gay friends that just because they hang out with majority of girls and may have feminine traits, that they cannot make fun of women. It's not cool. You're still a man, so stay out of women's business. I'm really about to burst your bubble right now, but technically you in man business. You technically in man, the same logic you're using where it's like, bruh, stay out of women's business. Because you said the gay friends, not the trans girl. If the gay friends want to be around, that's their business. That is man's business or whatever. But if they want to get together, including the trans girl and like, you know, all of them and just kiki and all that shit, maybe that's just not your crowd. Like there's levels to this shit. There's levels to this shit. You can use the same rhetoric and be like, look, you're low-key in their business. That's how they spend their pastime, is kikiing about the next person and all that. Maybe that's just not your crowd. Birds of a feather flock together. Birds of a feather flock together. And I get it. You're on some like, I like all different types of people. Look, not everybody deserves your kindness, your energy, your input. Like, not everybody is deserving of you. And it's not on no I'm better than you type shit. It's just they're in different places in life. Because I don't think you're going here because you're obviously friends with people within the community. But it's like, regardless of if they're gay, straight passing, cis passing, whatever, trans boy, trans girl, it doesn't matter. If you strip all that shit and you just look at people as people and you see what they're talking about, make your moves like based off of that. Like, not based off of because, oh, well, they look so cute, they're an aesthetic, or because they're also giving me those vibes too. Like, I only hang out with people with a certain aesthetic type shit. Like, I don't know. We literally couldn't hang out without Ashley. This is a trans girl now. Talking down on other girls. So we slowly stopped talking, and she's well known, so she wasn't lacking friends. It's usually group hangouts. So even if I wasn't speaking to her, my friends were. How do y'all all have, you live in the same neighborhood? How is this so, child? And then we all know why Ashley is talking about girls. Like, it's so obvious what the hell is going on. Like, these are just a bunch of hurt people kikiing. And it's mainly these fucking hurt people inside that have these fucking mass amounts of friends and these mass amounts of associates and these mass amount. I'm telling you, like, it's pretty black and white as to why things are going on. I can't speak for the gay friends or the gay men because I would never sit here and be like a gay man is trying to be like a woman. Like, I would never say that. But, or like a gay man is trying to emulate or jealous of women or whatever. But if you have a trans woman, she's obviously going through something. Like, I don't like, it's pretty black and white to me, bro. Just go away. Just leave them alone. Just let them do their thing in peace. Like, if that's how they pass their time, you don't got to be involved in that. Just point period. Like, that's just it. So the black community was small. So I saw her a lot. What do you mean the black community is small, girl? Where do you live? Where do you live? And what do? They just put all like the black gay people in the same, what's it called? The same neighborhood? I don't know. I see a Moochie in the chat. Like, I personally never had this experience with black gay people. Me neither. That's why I'm really interested. And that's why I'm like, I'm sorry if I'm coming off on like a girl, well, you was in them gay man business type shit. Of course, excluding Ashley. Because a part of me is just like, I don't know. Like, duh, we've all been around messy gays. Like, it is what it is. It's part of the community. Messy gays, especially baby gays. Like, it just is what it is. But I don't know. Usually when you could see that that's what's going on, you could just be like, okay, well, I'm going to opt out. Why are you got to stick around? Why do you have to stick around? Even if this is the only black people in your city, so what? Go hang out with some white people that aren't going to, like, lash out on you. I don't know. But I don't know, child. I guess that's just that Gemini sun. But I know you feel me because we got the same moon sign. So I know you feel how I feel with the whole, bro, it's obvious they don't fuck with you. Because it's like if somebody is just sitting here talking about ducks all damn day and how they hate ducks and you just sitting here quacking, I wonder if they talk about me. Like, girl, come on now. Go get some new friends. It's not that deep. So, the black community is small, so I saw Ashley, this is a trans girl, a lot, and we got cool again when my friend, who happens to be gay, invited me over to smoke. I thought it was just us, but Ashley and some of our other friends were there. To sum it up, it was about 3 gay men, Ashley, and another girl named Vicky. So we're smoking, and someone gets on Snapchat and goes on this girl's Snap. We're going to call her Chloe, okay? Chloe was an athletic built, light-skinned girl, and she had short, curly hair and freckles. She was also really nice, so I was thrown off when the entire room starts bashing her. I know when people are hating, when they hate everything about a person except for their character and personality. They could only talk about how ugly she was and how the freckles on her face looked like somebody flung shit at her. Wow. Yeah, girl, so what was you doing this whole time? Were you just, like, sitting there? Like, you were just sitting there, like, I don't know, like, so you were just, like, what were you doing? Like, you just like, oh my God, guys, stop. Oh my God, stop. Because usually when you're that, oh my God, stop in the group, they wait for you to leave and they be like, oh my God, this bitch thinks she's better than everybody. She can't talk shit. She thinks she all that. Like, I'm telling you, these type of people ain't it. It don't got shit to do with them being gay. Like, I've met so many people like this, bro. You just, birds of a feather flock together. They're a group of insecure ass people, and I'm pretty sure they ain't got no money. Like, it's just the boredom for me. It's the involvement for me. The wanting to be, you know, like, I, like the Captain Save-A-Ho everyone proclaims me to be, I spoke out and I told them, well, you know, she's very pretty and nice. And I told them they had no reason to dislike her this much, and they barely knew her. They tell me that I was only saying that because I was nice. And I told them that gay men should not down-talk women because, like I said, they were still men, and that they all sound like haters anyway. But girl, you're hanging out with a bunch of haters. And if you view gay men as men on the same way that you view men, then why would you want to be around a man that does that? Because I know gay men that don't give a fuck about bitches. I know gay men that don't give a fuck about what bitches got going on. Like, so it's just really interesting to me, like, how, like, you know the type of man you want to be around, but these just blatantly are not it. Like, they're just toxic. So I also said, if you are transitioning to a woman, you should want to stick up and defend your fellow woman. I don't play the bullying thing, and I never watch a girl get ganged up on and not defend her. So one day, girl, I want to know what they said to you when you said that. I want to know what they said to you when you said that. I want to know what Ashley said when you said that. Damn, I wish I was a fly on the wall. I just really be wanting to see. And then I also want to know, if you are the person that I think you are, I'm pretty sure you're bi. If you are the person that I think you are, but I don't know. But if you're not bi, I don't know how to tell you this, but if you're somebody and all your friends just so happen to be gay, you might want to do some inner work to figure out what's going on. But I don't know. Anyway, so one day the Qs, okay, so you're at like a college housing. You said, so one day the Qs were having a pool party and Ashley came up to us and started talking about the girl's body in their swimsuit. Okay, yeah, look, this is so dead. This is so dead. Like, I would have been stopped hanging out with these bitches, bro. I would have been stopped hanging out with these bitches, bro. I'm sorry. I couldn't do it. I told her that they look good and to stop hating. She went in saying how the girls look like a busted biscuit can and how they were shaped weird and fat. Girl, I know I was foul and out of I don't know if I should even read this. I don't even know if I should even read this. wouldn't say, I don't know. This is a thin line, child. That's why I said I would love to be a fly on the wall at these conversations. But all I'm going to say is, she said something to Ashley that I can't even, like, because I am not a trans woman, I can't even sit here and say that that's not offensive because I'm not trans and I can't be the one to say it. But the fact that I had to do a pause, I'm just not going to say what she said. But I think I know who the hell sent me this. So, I think, girl, I might be assuming, because he talking about going to the Q's pool party and shit. This girl I'm talking about ain't in no college. So maybe not. But the girl that I thought was definitely in the community and wouldn't say no shit like this. I don't know if they're referencing body shape or body parts. But they said something to Ashley basically saying, you're jealous because of XYZ. And she wants to know, was I wrong for that? People say I go too hard, but can y'all shut the fuck up? You judgmental bitches. I promise I did not start this. I only say stuff when things go too far. But my thing is, girl that sent this in, is why was this the too far? Like, why was this too far? And then, in my opinion, from what you told me, you were beefing more with the gay men than Ashley. So why did Ashley get this? And they trying to double it down and say, oh, well, I'm plus size, so that's where I was coming from. But I don't know. I don't know, sis. Me personally, if you want to know if you were right or wrong, and I'm not going to repeat it on stream, the fact that I won't repeat it on stream, I'll just say, you need to take this L. That was not okay. That was not okay. And if somebody would have heard you say that and did not know that you and Ashley were frenemies, I guess, they would say that was transphobic. I'm going to just keep it real. Like, I'm going to just keep it real. If people didn't know that you were all in the gays up, you get what I'm saying? Like, they would, because I personally wouldn't say this. That's all I'm like, girl, I know you're not blatantly saying something, but it's like, I wouldn't even fix my mouth to say this to somebody. And I just want to know, like, what was the line? You know, what was the line? I'm not going to say what she said because I know y'all in the chat are probably confused. But just to give you a little idea, she did say something about wearing a bathing suit, something that has to do with a bathing suit. And she tried to make it be like, oh, well, that was my insecurities because I'm not a small girl and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, but you know you didn't say that. That's not what you said. That's not what you said, sis. I'm not going to repeat it, but when I email you and you see that I read your story, I want you to reread that sentence for real and imagine that you don't know this person and that you're watching someone else say it, and you'll see how it's a little it's transphobic, dude. It could be seen as that way. So yeah, I'm going to have to say you were in the wrong, bro. You were in the wrong. I'm sorry. And no matter, there's a rule. I just learned this in class yesterday. Thank God I'm testing out today. Never have to see that man again. There are rules when you write about certain minorities, and it's not just black people. It's not just color. It's not just light skin, dark skin. It also has to do with people with disabilities, people that are trans, stuff like that. Like, there are certain things that no matter what, and I'm not trying to say like a trans person can't hurt your feelings. I'm not trying to say, but there are certain privileges and hierarchies and shit of like, damn, you took it there. Like this Ashley over here talking about, girl, this girl hair messed up, her clothes ain't never done, blah, blah, blah. That's different than saying something about somebody's body, you know, and you kind of took it there. Yes, she was talking about, oh, them girls look like they busting out biscuits, ha, ha, ha. But you took it to like you, like that, I don't know, bro. You took it there. And I know you like, oh, no, I'm nice. I'm about to burst your bubble right now. I ain't never met one nice bitch that hang out with mean girls. I'm sorry. Like, I've never met, and usually when they do, they are the mat. They are the walking mat. They're getting walked all over. They're usually people-pleasing ass people that just want somebody around them. And I'm sorry if I'm reading you, sis. I'm sorry. But yes, if you genuinely don't roll like this, you might just need to stop hanging with these people. I really hope that this group of people didn't tarnish your views on people in the gay community, because not every gay person is messy. Not every trans person is mean to women. Like, not every trans girl is anti-woman, anti-bio woman or anything, you know, like. So I really hope that this didn't mess up your view of that. But again, I have to drive it home. Yeah, you were in the wrong. I'm sorry. You were in the wrong. What you said, yeah, I wouldn't have liked that. And then she just ends it saying, these situations made me evaluate my friendships and I stopped hanging out with gay men. It was always like an episode of Bad Girls Club, but everyone was putting $3 in at a time for a bottle of UV blue. Thanks for reading. Again, I really hope that didn't ruin your forever viewpoint of people in the LGBTQ plus community. I mean, and I hope you're not grouping in trans women with gay men. I really hope you're not. I know you're not. I'm just gonna put into the universe that you're not. But like Ollie said in the chat, you are the company you keep. I'm not trying to like spend too much time on this story, because I didn't expect it to go there. Like, that was kind of bad, girl. Like, it was kind of, what you said was kind of bad. And I really think that you are who I'm talking about, because you have the same sun sign as the person who I think. I don't hate you or nothing, sis, but I gotta keep it real with you, because your friend, them fake ass hoes you was hanging with was, nah. Like, I'm just telling you though, if you know you're not the type to be on no nice, nasty, frenemies-esque shit, don't hang out with them type of people. And just because they're the same race as you does not mean that those are the only people that you can hang out with, girl. Like, I'm telling you, branch out. It's not that deep. Nah, that was crazy. I am befuddled. Shout out to all of my LGBTQ plus people in the chats. We are not all crazy. We are not all crazy and messy. I swear. Like, we're not all like that. Like, you said that you were in college. That's some young shit. It's probably like a little messy baby gay. Like, it's not that deep. You're probably going to look back on it and be like, damn, why was I hanging out with these messy assholes? Like, but yeah, don't say that to nobody again. Like, rule of thumb, people, if somebody's going through body dysphoria, don't do that. Don't comment on their body part. Like, just chill. Like, even if they are going around saying shit, again, like, I just know it's coming from a place of, you know, so just, I'm just not going to hang with you. We're not at the same points right now, but I know you're not a bad person. You're just hurting on the inside. You know, separate yourself, distance yourself. Shout out to Ava for the donation. She said, I'm broke, but I love you. No worries, sis. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, we ain't all like that. People lash out differently. Some gay people act homophobic, you know, when they're going through their stuff. Like, people go through things differently. That one did feel a little draining, right? I was like, I don't even want to put the chat. We just about to go straight into this next story. That one was a little draining. I'm like, damn. Let's get into some mess. Let's get into some relationship drama and some mess. If you guys have any advice for anybody that's in like a friend group that is just toxic and you don't know how to get out, or if you did, leave it in the comments below. I understand sometimes people, and again, I'm not trying to comfort sis, but sometimes people are followers and it just makes them feel safer being in a group that they may not like just because they're in a group. So I'm not trying to like condemn old girl, but if you guys have any tips of how you could get out of that toxic cycle for anybody that may be in that situation, leave it in the comments below, okay? So let's get into this story. This one is called Yes, It Is About a Guy. Oh my gosh. She says, top of the day to you, Nadja. I hope you and yours are well. Hey tribe, thrice blessed. Thank you, girl. So I need some advice. So, and this will most likely be sporadic in a way. My name is Mud, just for reference. If I happen to be in the chat, I always see you in the chat. But I don't see you today. But I always see you. Shout out to you. And shout out to Casey for the donation. They says same. I get paid tomorrow. Love you. It's okay, Casey. Thank you so much, girl. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. So if I happen to be in the chat, I will try to be, but I most likely will not. I will be at work. So I'm 23 and I'm an Aries, and he is 24 and an Aquarius. Shout out to all the Aries and Aquarius in the chat. Make sure you drop your sign. Shout out to y'all. So we started as F buddies. An Aries and Aquarius F buddies, huh? Who's gonna cave first? I bet it's gonna be the Aries. I bet it's gonna be you. I bet it's gonna be you. Them Aquarius men are demons. I bet it's gonna be you. You're gonna cave first. So, okay, hold on. So we started off as F buddies, telling each other, don't be catching no feelings, while in the act type-ish. Plus, I have sugar daddies. Oh, and I was still on my hot girl. Okay. So it was all good for me. 2019 pre-Rona. Yes, ma'am. Okay, I don't know. They might, I don't know. He might cave. I don't know. So we did the whole friends with benefits thing for about 10 months, having deep convos and spending more time together. Why are y'all having deep convos? Anyway, so we worked the first job together, and he lived across the street at the other apartments and did not have a car. Okay. So I drove him to his first... and second job. Sir. You don't got one job. You got two jobs. Ooh, damn, my little turban keep beating on the mic. You got two jobs and no whip. And it just so happened your F buddy is your ride every day. And then she says somebody mysteriously be taking him home. Okay, girl. If you say so, girl. If you say so. Okay. Shout out to Callie. Hey, girl. How are you? How are you today? She says, hey, girl. Sending some love and positive vibes to y'all. I will be buying some stuff from your shop today. Oh, thank you so much. And I'm about to be back in this live. Back like Juvenile. Not the C19 version. Have y'all heard that? Oh, my God. That version is such a mess. He is such a clown for that. Thank you so much, girly. I'm about to actually put some more stuff up soon. So... thanks for that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. So let's get back into this. So I bring this up. So I even started letting him spend the night at my place. We go get food, honestly doing relationship stuff. And then both of our behinds caught feelings. Y'all should have never been doing that. He shouldn't have had him at your house. You shouldn't have been getting food. Y'all should have literally just been smashing and passing. So I bring up the fact that we both agree that we like each other more, but we're just not ready for a relationship. So we continue to be buddies, hanging out every damn day. And by the New Year's come around, I cut off my hose, and the panoramic shut all the restaurants and entertainment down, so I wasn't going out with sugar daddies. I moved into his apartment complex. Okay, oh my God. Moved into the apartment complex because they're the cheapest in the area, and he didn't really talk to other girls, just his ex of 5 years from high school. I know, a red flag, but he hadn't touched the biscuit since he was 23-ish when they broke up. So he just broke up with his girl of 5 years a year ago, and you mean to tell me that they're in contact, but he don't be getting the biscuit, but his version of F buddies is what he doing with you? So he keeps talking about relationship stuff. He always asks me to spend the night, talking about he want to cuddle, how he likes his food cooked. Tells me all these corny things, like he asked me to compromise where I want to live, tell me how we could build each other up. He's always been all over me, talking about this is black love. And because he's the first black guy I slept with, I don't know how to be black according to him. Girl, if you did not get... because I never dated a black man, and I love rock and metal, and I don't own a pair of Jordans. I know, my brain can't compute either, girl. As if I didn't grow up with a black-ass family from a wild-ass Chicago and the dirty south of Mississippi. Like, sir, stop. I always bring up we're not together and shouldn't talk like this until we're ready for a relationship. Or because why try the relationship first, right? I bring up we can't be cuddling or spending all this time, but we do. And it's not going to work for me. And he says I think too deep with my feelings, and I shouldn't mess up what we have. This makes me feel a little crazy. Yes, he's definitely gaslighting you. Then he telling me it's not that deep. Why can't he respect my new boundaries when I tell him he needs to just F me and leave? Oh, because my dumbass will let him swoon me into what he likes. Go ahead and drag me, tribe. I just want y'all to know he spikes the dumb bitch juice on my ass. Girl, just go and get occupied with other guys. You don't have to meet up with them. Just like start texting them, talking to them. Fill your time up with other guys so that he doesn't feel that important. Because I guarantee he's still talking to his ex, but just him knowing that you're not talking to anybody is giving him like a little power trip right now. And yes, shout out to Janine. I don't own no damn Jordans either. This man is a whole bug. Like, what? That's your level of blackness. You need to have a pair of Jordans, and you need to take black eggplant. In that case, I know a lot of Rebeccas and Sarahs right now that could call themselves black. If that's what blackness is owning some Jordans and taking some black D. Okay. All right, Mr. Aquarius. Okay. Aquarius, take that L. Take that. So I just need some advice and insight to get this off my chest. I know I need to be more strict with my boundaries. I just feel crazy and honestly a little sad about this. So a mini update while proofreading. Today is his B-Day. He called me at 6 a.m. while I'm getting ready for work. Never calls this early, but just wanted to talk. But I can honestly say I probably sounded annoyed because I was like, what do you want? And he normally call around 8-ish, first break at the job, and this is when I called him back today. My little doo-doo ass did him his favorite cake and juice for his alcoholic drink. Girl, why did you do that? We work different jobs now, but when I get off today and called him telling him I had something to give him, he said he was asleep for the second job already. Girl, he's sleeping from piping down his ex. Now, we work different jobs. Now, Nadja, all January, this man been inviting me over every day during the same time frame while still doing the second job. Ladies, if this man is inviting you over at the same time frame, he has you on a schedule. He got you on rotation, baby. He is smashing his ex. Child. I did get stuff for him on just a friendly basis. Do I have the right to feel hurt? I didn't put my feelings into his B-Day, but I just feel hurt that I'm the go-to during the week, but this one damn day. You don't have the same energy as you usually do? Well, love, peace, and prosperity to all. Mind, body, and soul. Yes, ma'am. Girl, he's a lie. He is lying. He is still smashing his ex. He is still smashing his ex, and it is so freaking obvious. Who do you think is driving him home from work? Why are you only over there at a certain time? Why does he must have to be at your house? Why is he being all touchy-feely on you now that he knows you don't got no hoes? He is definitely smashing his ex still. Definitely. And he's gonna hit you with the technicalities because y'all technically are not in a relationship. This is what you need to do. If he has, I'm gonna put the chat on the screen because I'm about to get on to this next story because I'm running a little low on time today. But yeah, so what you need to do, if he has a key, take the key away. He don't need the key no more. He don't need the key. That man should not have a key to your house. Stop driving him to work. He found a way to get to work before you, and he will find a way later. You need to slowly pull stuff back because y'all are never going to be in a relationship together. You're already doing everything. There is nothing new to add to this scenario for it to be a relationship other than monogamy. Like, really think about it. Really think about it. He is definitely double dipping, Roz. I definitely agree. Because what more can you give? Like, talking about I want to build with you and blah blah blah. That is some grade A bullshit. And the fact that you're responding to him with like subconsciously you keep giving him the, it's like your women's intuition is screaming like, girl, yeah, he like. So I'm glad you definitely were not the one to cave first. It was definitely him. And usually, again, I love men. I sleep with one every night, child. I'm not no anti-man, whatever. Usually when the men cave first, it's ulterior motives. Because literally you're getting everything you want without the responsibility. Like, what more can you give him for the relationship title? And usually when there is a friends with benefits thing and the dude caves first on some like, okay, yeah, I want to do this, I want to blah, 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 blah. There's ulterior motives. I'm just saying in my experience. Because if a dude wanted you, bro, there is no, oh, man, I need to keep her in my pocket. I might like her. No, they're not going to. They're going to just act accordingly like they want you. Like, This man is a mess. Talking about how he like his food cooked. Sir, if you don't go pop a banquet meal in the fucking microwave and get out my face. The fuck? Talk about how I like my shit cooked. What, you know how many carrots I like on my ring, sir? Like, what the fuck? I agree with Katie. I would also get checked. But I'm sure you already get tested. You say you be playing the field. It was just C19 that slowed your game down a little bit. I get it. But he knows that. And he's starting to get out of line. He is definitely starting to get out of line. So I feel like you already know what you need to do, sis. Let me know. I am very interested because you did send this to me a minute ago. I'm very interested to know if he was talking to his ex. I really feel like she's in the picture. And the fact that you literally just brought her up for like a blip. And you're like, no, there's other things involved. He would never go back. It's psychological. It's so bad. Hold on. Cut the music. These dudes be lying, bro. These dudes be lying. They be talking about this imaginary girl that just fucked them up, bro. They be lying. They be lying, bro. I cannot stress this enough. They be lying through their teeth. Talk about, oh yeah, my ex just messed me up, man. She messed you up, then why are you still talking to her? Because if somebody messed me up, I'm not going to want to, like... Because somebody crazy, but it ain't the ex. That's all I'm saying. Somebody's crazy, but it's not her. Like, what? They be lying, bro. Make sure y'all like the stream. I see y'all up in here. We're about to get to our last story. We're about to get to the title story about how this dude talked his way out of some biscuit. It happens. Y'all just be talking yourselves straight out the biscuit. Just like you saw with this last story. Be straight telling on yourself. Straight telling on yourself. Just straight snitching on yourself. Like, so let's get into it. He talked his way out of some biscuit. Hey, Nadja, you could call me Liz. I love your videos and I love what you're doing by extending your brand. Thank you so much. From your personal domain to your own podcast, your Patreon, your subs. I'm proud of you. Oh, well, thank you so much, girl. Thank you. Thank you so much, dude. I'm trying, girl. I'm trying. I was reminded of this story while watching your Tinder Creep Tribe Tea. That one did pretty good this year. A lot of people like that little Tinder Tribe Tea. I'll put it up here somewhere if y'all want to go revisit it. It was around Halloween. I did that one. I definitely had a few creeps in my college days. I'm going to tell you about my very first one. Damn, long-ass yawn. What the fuck? I'm sorry. My dog just yawning in the corner of my eye. I'm like, Jesus. Anyway, I was 18 when this happened, and I'm 22 now and in a happy relationship. Oh, good for you, girl. So I do not engage in shenanigans such as this any longer. So when I first got to college, I was still involved with my ex-girlfriend from senior year. We had broken up by this point, but we were still trying to be friends since we barely knew anybody at the college and we were both shy. She was telling me how she wanted to experience a college party, so she hit up this guy she was smashing, and he knew of a party around the corner. He picked us up from our dorm and dropped us off at the party. She and I go in and we're the only people there, so thankfully that meant first dibs on drinks and the couch. So I started drinking, and before I knew it, I looked up and the apartment was filled with people. I was looking around the room and ended up making eye contact with this guy sitting on the arm of the couch, and we're going to call him Joseph, okay? I just did the brief courtesy smile and kept scanning the room, but of course, he took that as a way in. I forgot what he said because I was pretty drunk, but I remember him feeding me some corny behind saga and then saying something along the lines of, "You look familiar," at one point in the convo. And I said, "Do I?" And he was like, "Yeah, I think I have you on Snapchat." That would make me so nervous. I'm like, how do you, on all apps? Okay. Sure enough, he was somebody. Sure enough, he was somebody that added me from the public dorm story because he lived in the same building as me. I didn't know who he was, though, because I never cared to watch his story. He just kept talking to me after that and kept giving me and I just kept giving him courtesy responses like, "Oh, okay, thank you." Until I got up to go hit the blizzy from a friend of mine from high school and to kind of get away because I was really shy back then. So the party keeps going and he wants me to dance with him, so I do because why not? I was like 4 drinks in and I didn't drink it all back then. My ex decided she was ready to go, so she called the guy to come pick us up from the party and take us back to the dorm. So tell me why, when I was getting ready to go, Joseph asked me, "Are you leaving?" Thanks for the dance, Joseph. We're just having fun. Like, okay, you made your presence known. See, now this is okay. Any of my guys out there or my girls, if you are like the, I will say the more aggressor, the confrontational one, I know I'm her. If I want some, I'm a, you know. So if any of y'all are that guy or that gal, this should just be the meeting point. Okay, you obviously were good. She likes you. You had a dance. You had small talk with some drinks. You followed her on Snapchat. That should have been the first step to building something. Man loves to talk about building, but don't know how to build. Like, that's how you build. You start normal, and then you slowly build a relationship. Bro, what the hell? So he talking about you leaving? And I told him, yeah. Tell me this dude tried to seductively whisper in my ear that he needed a fucking ride back to the dorm. I told him that it was not my car, nor my place to ask, because the DD was not a connected mind. He said okay, and I left. So fast forward, and I'm back in my dorm when I get a Snapchat message. Oh my God, Joseph, stop. Joseph, you need to let it breathe, Joseph. Let it breathe. Oh my God. Joseph talking about, I want to come see you. I wanted companionship because I was feeling the liquor, so I obliged. He came and I asked him how he got back, and he said he walked. Girl, tell me why. It was a 30-minute walk. Nadja, I had showered and everything by the time he got home. I understand not having a car, but my mom always taught me never go somewhere I did not have a solid plan onto how I was going to get my ass back home. Girl, for all you know, he walked there. And y'all need to be careful. I live by a college, well, by my school, whatever. And there are tons and tons of college housing and stuff by me. And that's like the most common death that we've had is college students being drunk at night trying to walk back to their dorms. And we have tons of man-made ponds. You know, we got gators. We got like little swamp areas and stuff in Jacksonville. And they'll be so drunk, they wouldn't realize that they're walking into like a deep body of water. And we have a lot of drownings here. We have a lot of little kids that like mainly toddlers that walk into these little ponds and stuff too. It's like a really big problem in my city that they're trying to work on. But yeah, mainly drunk people walking around and they fall and then they die. I've also seen another case with a student who was in a college up north, and it was in the winter time, and he was just so drunk that he was hot, and he was walking back to his dorm without a jacket, and he froze to death. He died. Like, it's real out here. Y'all gotta be careful. Y'all got to be careful. So we were chilling in my bed and we began making out. Girl, I know you did not start making out with his sweaty ass. Oh my God, I know I know his balls was funky, girl. So one thing led to another, and she said she was giving him fellatio. Nadja, this man had not showered, and I deadass forgot about that long ass walk. His eggplant smelled like dirty dishwater. I started gagging, and not in the good way. And I looked up at him with disgust. And he asked me calmly if we could just have sex. Sir, at this point, I'm not trying to get no UTI, no type of infection. Like, you're dirt. Like, you need to go. You need to go. And I get it, sis, because you were drunk and you weren't really thinking, but I would have pushed him into that shower the second he was talking about some oh my God. So I lied and I told him that I was a virgin because I genuinely did not want to have sex with this man. And that was the best excuse that I could come up with. And his response was, oh, you don't want to lose that tonight? Sir, you need to go to jail, freaking dirty D bandit. Ew. Oh my Lord. Like, sir, no, I don't. And I told him no. And he asked, would you like some head? And I said, sure. But then he asked me something I had never been asked before. The audacity, the audacity, the audacity, the audacity. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. This keeps getting worse. He said, would you want some head? And I said, sure. And then he asked me something I've never been asked before. Do you shave? Sir, you want to ask me if I'm shaved when I just hopped out the shower and your funky ass was walking down the street for 30 minutes? And I know your ass got a whole jungle, Amazon rainforest in your crotch and your butthole. So you're not about to come here. But no, I feel you, sis, because I've never had a grown-ass man ask me that question. So I told him straight up, no, not recently. And he looked at me with disgust. And I'm not going to lie. My feelings were in two different places because I was a little hurt. But also, like, you just asked me to suck your sweaty, hairy, and you have the nerve. Like, the audacity. However, I just kind of stayed quiet when he did that because what else would I have done in that situation? Kick him out? He interrupted the silence to ask me to continue sucking his little stank meat. And I was fed up. I said, actually, I would rather you just leave. And he said, oh, I gotta leave. And I said, yes, you gotta leave. So I got out of the bed and I went and stood by the door. And that's when he realized I was like dead serious. So he got his clothes back on when he was and when he was ready, I opened my door. He left, and that was the last I ever spoke to him. So yeah, that's the story. If anyone is wondering, I am a Libra sun, Taurus moon, and Aries rising. Shout out to all the Libras, Taurus, and Aries in the chat. Make sure you drop your sign. Oh my Lord. Like I said, I don't have to deal with this BS anymore as a taken 22-year-old woman. Even if I wasn't taken, this is not something I would do at this point in my life. It's just a story that I thought would be fun to share anonymously since I don't know anyone in real life, knowing I sucked a stranger's sweaty, hairy chimichangas. My boyfriend is going to see this because he watches your channel with me, but I would have told him anyway. Love you, Nadja. Keep up the amazing work. Well, dude, look. It happens. Awkward encounters happen all the freaking time. But I'm glad that you stood your ground. And yeah, like anybody does. Here, I'm going to put the chat up so you guys can go in. I see y'all wilding in the chat. But yeah, like as a girl, of course, that's just going to sting a little bit. Because it's like, dude, like, you're trying to make it seem like I'm unhygienic by having hair when I just got out the shower and you just did the 100-meter dash to the ew, like, but I'm glad even though you were young, you stuck up for yourself and you told him to get the hell out. And any of my girls out there, if you want to have, hookups, that's fine. Just make sure you protect yourself and that there is respect and consent because he didn't deserve your biscuit. He walked 1,000 miles and got no ass. Like, you literally... I ain't never met no grown man ask me that before. Like, that is some little boy shit. Talking about, do you got any... I don't know, maybe? Shit. The fuck? Oh my God, you said you would have thrown up. Michelle said I would have thrown up because my nose and taste buds cannot. No, I would have threw up too. I can't. I have such a horrible, like, if it's staying... Especially because, like, bro, I also like women, so I can't be with no stank ass man. Like, oh, 3-in-1 smelling ass. Like, I can't be with no stank. So no, I definitely don't blame you for being like, sir. And it just makes me mad that he didn't even take the incentive to be like, oh damn, would you mind if I just like hopped in your shower real quick? Like. Not at all. Or even offer to be like, well, we could go and I don't know, bro. I'm just trying to really make his case a little better, but he was just stank. That was just a stank ass move. That was just a stank ass move. Let me know if any of you guys have ever had any experience like that in college or in your single young adult days. I am appalled. I am so glad. I am so sorry, sis. And I know your drunk ass right when you... Oh no, like, what am I doing? Like, let me know in the comments if any of y'all have ever been through something similar. Thank you guys so much for kicking with me. We went like a lot over than what I initially thought we were gonna do. We're damn near closer to 2 hours than 1, but I wanted to get that last story out because it's the title story and that was just a whole mess. Bro hole just stank. Just I know his drawers was nasty too, just nasty as hell. Thanks all y'all for joining in this with me. Like, make sure if you guys want your stories read on my channel, all you have to do is email me at here. Hold on, where's my little oh, it's somewhere. I don't know. I guess it wasn't up that whole time, but just go to tribetea@shopvoodoochild.com and submit your entry if you want to be on the show. And thank you to everybody that did submit their stuff this week. Thank you guys, all of you guys in the chat. Also, I have like really big changes coming up, so I am really excited to see you guys. I might go live tomorrow. Not gonna lie, y'all. I might go live tomorrow instead of Friday and then do an upload on Friday. I'm not sure. But if you guys want to know any updates about that, just go to shopvoodoochild.com, become a member. I'll give you guys the updates, and I'll try to post in the community tab also. So, yes, sorry, y'all. The live is over. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.